Hello, good morning. It is currently Wednesday and I have my dog quite literally sat on my lap right here. And I've decided I'm going to do a little vlog today. This vlog is going to be just little jobs I need to get done around my house, meaning I got a couple of little gifts for Christmas I want to start wrapping. I'm not finished for Christmas, but I need to see what I've got, wrap things up, because it is coming around. It's a month to Christmas yesterday, so we got less than a month for Christmas. I've got a little gift I need to finish up crafting for Christmas, and I've just got a couple little jobs like that I want to finish. I'm going to be doing some crafts today, some wrapping today, and little things like that today that we're going to be doing for that. So I thought I'd bring you along and we can do it together, which would be quite nice. Nice little home chill vibe vlog today. So yes, we'll be doing that. But first and foremost, if any of my family member is watching this before Christmas, I'm doing every single one of my family members' Christmas stuff today. So if any of you are watching right now, you need to swipe away and you can come back after Christmas and watch this. But I'm so serious, don't watch this. Don't watch this, because you're gonna ruin all my hard work that I've done. So a lot of this I put a lot of time and effort into, which I will talk about in this vlog. So if you're watching this, go away until after Christmas and then you can come back. So yeah, let's go on with the first thing. I think I'm gonna wrap what I've got first. So let's go to the wrapping station. We have made it to where I like to do my crafts, which was just over there to over here, so we didn't have to go very far, which is perfect. Here is where, as you can see, this is where I store all of my crafts. I'm a very crafty person. I'm not always the greatest at crafts, but I do love to craft, and I think that's just the number one main reason why you should craft, is because you enjoy it. So right now, I'm going to be looking at all of my gift things I have, and we're gonna wrap them up, see what we've got, people. So again, if you are a family member, leave. Leave. I'm talking siblings, parents, get out of here in the most loving way possible, because I'm gonna be wrapping your gifts and I'd be so mad if you spoil it for yourself with all the hard work and effort and thought I've put into these. So yeah, we're gonna be getting the gifts out and the wrapping paper out, but most importantly, the box full of ribbon. We're gonna be getting all the ribbon out, all the colors out. I'm gonna show you how I like to wrap. Again, not the greatest wrapper of all time. I'm not good at wrapping presents, but I put a lot of love into it, so that's all that matters. So let me get all of the bits. Okay, so sorry, I'm distracted by my dog. When I told you she would be just with me all the time, I wasn't kidding. I wasn't kidding. She will be there the whole time. She also loves wrapping paper, so this is her favorite thing to do. Anyway, I've decided I'm going to be doing my mother's gifts first, because I actually at the moment have the most for my mom. Everyone else still kind of feel a bit stuck on. I'm still like, what do I get them? She's found a bag on the floor. That looks very fun. So I'm gonna do Mum's first. So I have two different types of wrapping paper that I got from a little local shop near me. Yes, wrapping paper. I told you you like wrapping paper. So we have two different types of wrapping paper. This one has little, can you see? Little, I don't even know what those are called. Drum men, because I've got little drum, I don't know. With little cutesy little hollies and gold horn things. And then this one has bows and mushrooms and candy canes and again little drums, and yeah, really cute. I think I'm gonna use that for my mother. And then we can, thing is, this is very colorful, so I can go crazy on the bows. I also got some kid scissors here, which are just like little wavy scissors, which I'm thinking I can cut that with the wrapping paper and make it look even more cute. But I don't know how well they'll cut on wrapping paper, so I do just have normal scissors. So yes, let's crack into that. So first thing I'm gonna wrap for my mom is I got some socks from Primark. These are just Snoopy socks from Primark. My mama loves Snoopy, so perfect, gets the job done. Let's start wrapping that up and create some space to wrap presents. I quite enjoy wrapping presents. I find it quite therapeutic, quite calm, until it starts going wrong, and then I'm like, I hate it. But I do have these little like heart stickers, which I always put on every single one of my presents, and then I put the names on the presents so I don't forget whose is whose. So yes, we're gonna do socks first, and we're gonna hope that we cut enough. I'm gonna wrap them up separately just because then it's more fun wrap. It's more fun that way. I'm gonna do it like that, but I might have to. I'm not done with like presents yet, I don't feel. Especially everyone else. Like my mom is the only person like I really enjoy getting gifts for, because my mom is the most stubborn person I've ever met. She so just getting her gifts and kind of showing my appreciation as much as I can, I always love to do that. So yeah, let's wrap these up and then we'll get on to the next thing. Okay, so we've gotten to a point now where I'm like, I'm gonna pull out these little scissors and just cut the top off. Perfect. And then as you can see, the top now has like a little zigzag. So when I fold that over, it's just that little bit cuter. Whether anyone will notice, probably not. But I notice. So that is the main thing. And that side is really quite flat, so I'm not going to do both sides. So yeah, that is the first little thing. That wrapping paper is so cute. And then I'm just going to grab a little heart sticker, put her name on it so I don't forget that this is my mama's. I'm gonna put it just on the top there. And oh, hello wrapping paper. I don't have scissors. Scissors? I meant a pen. I meant a pen. So this is to Mama. So just like that, it is probably, might be actually backwards. I don't know. Is that backwards to you? I think so. I don't know. So that's the first thing. Just some socks, but hey, everybody needs socks. That wrapping paper was really cute. I'm very happy I got that. So we're gonna do the next thing, which is more socks. Every time around Christmas, it's in my house, socks, pajamas, and candles are like the big thing. Everyone wants socks, pajamas, and candles for Christmas. You can tell we're really fun over here. You can tell we know how to party. If it's pajama party, absolutely. This could be really boring for some people, but also for some other people, just sitting and watching someone else wrap presents and just this is my life, you know. It's kind of what I do this for. I do this for my future self, to kind of sit back and see what stage I was at this part of my life. But then also, I feel like some people just really like to watch really calm, slow videos. Like, a lot of people like to watch like eating videos or like cleaning videos. I feel like someone out there has got to just enjoy watching someone struggle with wrapping paper, right? But also, I'm not going to go out of my way and try and find some crazy content to film, because that's not my life. I like to live a very slow, quiet life. I don't like to do anything crazy, and sometimes I wake up, get into a comfy outfit, and sit on the sofa and read all day, like I did yesterday. I did that yesterday. I didn't move all day, and that's what I enjoy to do. So I ain't gonna change that for no one. Oh, I messed up on the handwriting a bit there. My handwriting is not good. So, 2 pairs of socks done. And my mom is very exciting. The one thing she asked for Christmas was gardening scissors. Now, when she said that, I was like, whatever you want. I will get you whatever you want, mother. I think, especially for my mom, it's probably quite hard because I'm one of 4 siblings. I have 3 other siblings. So she has 4 people coming up to her going, what do you want for Christmas? So my mom's like, got to think of like 4 things to say for Christmas. And then we all love to spoil my mom. So we're all like, well, like, and my mom's like, nothing. And we're like, great. Yeah, I'm one of 4. So I have a younger brother and 2 older sisters. And yeah, it's great. Okay. So these are the little things I've bought, and then I do have a little crafty thing. And then I feel like because it's my mom, I also want to get some like candles and stuff, because you can't not get a candle for your mother on Christmas. Me and my mom, I feel like, have such a close relationship, which I just love so much. I always say my mom is like my best friend. Like, sometimes we'll be like, I always invite her to do things with me and hang out with me, and I follow my mom around like a lost puppy sometimes, because I'm just love hanging out with my mom. And I always say, like, sometimes I forget my mom is my mom because we are so close, and because she is quite literally my best friend as well as my mother. But I wouldn't want it any other way. My mom means the world to me, and I'm very grateful for that. Oh, I do like wrapping like boxes because I feel like it's so much easier. I feel like I want to put a bow on this. I didn't feel like putting a bow on the socks because I'm like, just feel like putting a bow on socks is a bit like, it's not too fun. But I feel like this is what my mom asked for Christmas. I'm not just getting my mom like gardening scissors. This is what she wanted. So I'm like, this is her Christmas present that she asked for. And it's a box, so it's really easy to put a bow on it. And I love putting bows on stuff. So I feel like it makes sense to put a bow on this. Now, I gotta figure out what type of bow I want on here. I can do almost any color bow because this wrapping paper has so many colors on it. So my question is, this wrapping paper has loads of different colors, but also it's got bows itself. So it's got some blue bows, some red bows, and then just like loads of other colors. So do I try and match the bows, or do I just try and match the colors? I don't know. We will have a look at what we have, because I always forget what I've got. And we will have a look. So they're just like my loose little ribbony bow things. So I have loads of blues, loads of red. So I feel like we gotta go for like a blue or a red. I think I'm gonna go with red. I think I'm feeling the red more. So I always forget which way to start. I don't know which way I want to start. I feel like maybe long ways, maybe. I think that makes sense in my brain. No, I have to start that way, right? I can't remember. So I feel like, and then you just do a little twist there, put that in the middle, and then flip it back around, tighten it up, and then you got your little bow on the front, which I need to flip that ribbon a little bit more. And then you can tie up a little bow. We got our ribbon now. So we just tie it to a little bow. I haven't put the sticker on that one yet. I would have forgotten just then, so I'm glad my brain made me check. Put a little sticker on that, because otherwise I will forget who that's for. Good thing with this, I'm recording myself do it, so I can look back if I forget what I've got who. So perfect. A little bow on the front of that. I think I'm going to start putting these in bags, but I'm going to put the bag on the table or something, because now it's got presents in it, my dog might unwrap it. Okay, so I've got one more thing I need to wrap for my mom, but it's kind of like, I've done 3 of these, one each for my sister. So if you are one of my sisters right now and you've made it this far to the video before Christmas and is trying to snoop, go away now, because put a lot of time into this. Put a lot of effort into this. You're being nosy right now. You're not getting it. Santa will know. Santa will know. He's always watching. So, no, on a serious note. Yeah, this is something, I gotta remember which one I made for my mom. I made 3. They're all the same but different. And I'm about to walk you through I'm gonna walk you through what I've done, but not too much, because it's a little bit personal, a little bit, sentimental. So I'm going to tell you what I've done and show you a little bit, but I'm not going to go too into detail. So I've made 3 of these, one for each of my sisters. So I'm going to wrap all of these now, put their names on them. And yeah, this took me many days, many hours. So I believe this is my mother's one. If you haven't seen these, it looks like a mess, because the further I got into this, the harder it got, because it was just starting to really thicken out, and I was having to like juggle 20 things at once trying to get this finished. So it does look like a mess, but it's loving mess. And basically what this is, what is this called? I can't remember. Read Me When You Need Me journal. So basically, if you're having a bad day and you want to read about and I have put little quotes, little messages, little gifts in here for each of my sisters and my mom that is sentimental and personal, and will be there for them when they need them at any point in their life. So this took me days and hours, and I put a lot of my love and time into that. So I'm hoping that they like these. But yeah, so I did 3 of these for my mom and my 2 sisters. But they're all similar but different. Everything in here is, you know, personal to each of them. And yeah, so I'm gonna wrap all 3 of these now. Okay, so I have finished all of my girls. My mom and my sisters are done for wrapping at the moment. I still feel like I need to get a couple more pieces just to feel like Christmas is finished and presents are done. But next is my dad. So again, don't feel like I'm finished. Don't really know where to go though. My dad, at the moment, I've only got him 2 little things. So I'll show you what those are. So my dad is a big into music, and he's got his own little band, and he loves anything music, always has since I've known him my entire life. So I got him 2 little things I thought could go in his house and things. So this looks like a little, I believe, a little amp. I should be confident on that because of my dad. I'm pretty confident, but I'm also have a fear of getting things wrong. So if I am wrong, my bad, but I don't think I am. So yes, and it holds a few little guitar picks. So I thought he could just have that on his side next to his guitar or wherever he wants to put it. And then also another little music-y thing is this little like key holder. He can like put it on his wall, and then it's got like little, you know, you can put the little jacks in there, and then it holds his keys and stuff like that, as you can see. I got that from a little shop online. So you can put that on, you can put it on his wall, but I also really like it because although I do know the brand of this is Marshall, but our last name is Marshall as well. So I was like, although it's the brand, I'm like, yeah, I like that. Our last name is Marshall, even though the brand, the reason why it's Marshall is because of the brand. I really like that. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap those 2 little things up, and then yeah, I'm gonna use a different wrapping paper for this one though, because I want to. Because I want to. So I'm hoping he likes that. I think he will. I think he will like it. So I'm gonna use this new wrapping paper to wrap up Dad's gifts. One thing I will always love about my dad is he is the biggest kid at heart. And it's just like, it's one thing, I look at my dad and I'm like, he finds the joy in little things all the time. And I just pray that like when I get older, like that is me. Like I just want to be a big kid when I'm 50, you know what I mean? You can't tell me that's not the cutest wrapping paper. That is adorable. I think I'm going to use the red and get on that. So yeah, there's one done, another one to go, which is just this little one, which I don't think came in a box. But I'm also not sure. I'm going to go check the box I put it in. Nope, no box. That's slightly disappointing. It's fine. We will wrap them up nice and cute. Okay, that's the best we're gonna get with that one. I think the sticker's gonna take up the whole thing. I'm gonna give this to Dad and he's gonna be, what is that? Look how, it's really cute though. I think I wanna wrap it that way because the little, I want to call them tin men. Like I know they're not tin men, but like because they're little tin men. I'm gonna call them Tin Men from now on. Oh, it's freaking sticker's gonna cover them all up. Put it in the corner a little bit. Do like this wrapping paper. It's very chuffed. I was about to put my own name. Ooh, lost the lid of that. Okay, so now let's ribbon it. Ribbon it. Cute. I like that a lot. Okay, got Dad's 2 little gifts. I need to figure out if he wants anything else. If not, we're just gonna get a very small little guitar pick holder. Keep forgetting what it's called. You might be wondering, Olivia, you did say you have 3 siblings and I only wrapped for my sisters. That is correct. For 2 reasons. First reason, my brother is the worst person to get for because boys are just really hard to get for Christmas. And second of all, I do have him something for Christmas, but I crafted him something and it is not finished, which I'm going to finish it today. So I thought we could do that together because I have to finish that. So yeah, I will clean up this little station. We'll finish our crafts next. Okay, I have everything set up for what I need. There is a bit of a backstory behind this. Again, my brother is one of the hardest people to buy for, especially around Christmas time. A few months back, I believe it was, yeah, a few months back, we kind of made a joke. He got back from college, or maybe he was on his way to college, can't remember which one. And he basically was like, I've lost my bus pass. He couldn't find it anywhere. I think he might have been on his way to college. And he was panicking, couldn't find his bus pass. And then mum, like being the superhero mom she is, found it in like 2.5 seconds. And then I think he might have come back after college and I kind of joked about it, like him losing his bus pass. And I said to him, I was like, you need to like keep it in the same place, otherwise you're gonna lose it all the time. And this year I've recently got into like air dry clay, and I'm not very good at it because you're not very good at something when you start it. The only real way you kind of get really good at it is by keep doing it. And he joked around to me and he was like, well, make me a trinket dish then. And I was like, fine, I'll make you a trinket dish. What trinket dish do you want? And he went, you're not allowed to make me a trinket dish unless you put a monkey on it. And I was like, oh, whatever. And then I kind of just joked around like that. And a couple of days ago passed and I went, huh, what if I actually make him a trinket dish? I was like, well, what if I actually make him a trinket dish? And I thought, well, if I do make him a trinket dish, I have to put a monkey on it because, come on. So that is what I've been doing for the past probably month now, because air dried clay takes a while to dry, and then painting and then everything. And it has been stressful because I want it to be perfect because I'm a perfectionist. But it is not perfect because I'm doing it. So I will show you what I've done, but I also need to finish it. I need to put resin on it and finish it up so it's not finished. We're going to do that together because that is our last final step. And I will show you what I've done. So this is a little trinket dish. It has it's like a little wonky blue little trinket dish, which I have secretly tested it out. It should fit his bus pass in it. And then it has a very small picture of, can you see that? A very small picture of Curious George on it. And again, when me and my brother were young, this is a show that we would sit down before school every morning and sit and watch it together. So I thought, sweet. It is not perfect by any means, but I'm hoping he'll like it. So we're gonna resin it, but before we resin it, I have some gloves because I have used this resin before and it is really good. I really like this resin. But last time I used it, I didn't have gloves and my hands were itching for weeks. So I've learned from my mistakes and I have some like gloves. And if you're about to use resin for the first time, get yourself some gloves because my hands were itching for about a week, 2 weeks afterwards. So I'm gonna make sure that I use little gloves because I'm not doing that again. Okay, so if you're using resin for the first time, make sure that you are wearing gloves because, like myself, you do not want chemical burn. And I've been there. So I'm hoping this isn't dried up since I last used it. Don't smell it. It smells bad. I remember that last time. I always get the urge to smell everything all the time. Don't smell it. Don't do it. I'm just gonna go for it because that's what I did last time and it turned out okay last time. There's probably a technique. This is so sad. Oh my god, I hope I don't ruin this. I've left this for about a week to dry. So, God, I'm scared. We're gonna do this together. It's fine. If I mess up, I'm blaming you. If I mess up, it's your fault. Kidding. Oh, I think it's actually making it look a little bit more 3D. I think I'm gonna need a lot of resin for this. I don't know. I don't really think I can show you. I'm not gonna be able to pick it up, that's for sure. Do I need a little lighter? I think I might. Because you're supposed to like burn the bubbles. I have no idea what I'm doing. So if anyone out there is like does this professionally, don't hate me. This is my second time ever doing it. And I haven't even watched like a tutorial. I read the instructions when I first used it. Can I remember what they say now? No. Can't remember at all what the instructions said last time I used this. Am I supposed to use a paintbrush? I don't think so. I don't reckon I'm supposed to use a paintbrush. But I'm using one because I saw someone on TikTok use a paintbrush and I thought I'm gonna use a paintbrush too. And yeah, that's how I work. It's just TikTok tutorials. Oh my, don't drop it. Okay, if you're using this video as like a tutorial on how to use resin, wrong video, man. Don't do that. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow and praying that I don't mess this up because I will be very upset. This did take me very long. All of it. I mean, the longest actually part about this was probably the waiting and the patience side of it. I had to really stop myself from just like, I did the layer of the monkey and then I really just wanted to go straight in with the face, and I was like the details and stuff as well, and I was like, I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry. And so I waited a couple of days, I think it was. I waited a couple days and then did the face. And it was torture. I kept looking at it like, I want to give it a face. I want to give it a face. But I knew I couldn't because I needed to be patient. And the clay itself took days to dry. Not even, that's a lie actually. It took weeks to dry. I've done it quite thick because my brother is very accident prone and I know that he'll probably knock this off the side and break it within 5 minutes of owning it. So I was like, I'm gonna do it really thick so it's a bit more durable. And it took so long to dry. I literally kept like flipping it and moving it and I was just like, how is it not dry? Yeah. We're just gonna go for it. I have a little UV lamp thing over here. If I do it properly, it shouldn't mess up, but it is me doing it at the end of the day. So there's a chance that I'm not doing this properly. I think I might go clean up my paintbrush and that because I don't really want that sticking together. And then I'll come back to check on that. Okay, funny moral of the story. was cleaning my paintbrushes. Paintbrush was only one. My brother comes home. Perfect timing, right? I was like, don't go in there. He comes home early on the day I'm doing all this. It's been around like 4 times. Oh, it feels pretty dry, to be fair. It feels pretty dry. I've got a couple of little stowaway pieces. But I'll show you guys now. That is what we're looking like. I mean, considering that's the first time I've ever done anything like that, not too shabby. I'm hoping he'll like it. Could just go upstairs right now and ask. Not gonna do that though. It's, you know, doing this craft, done some wrapping. Might as well get on with some Christmas crafts too. So let's do that. Okay. So the next thing I thought I was gonna do would be just to share a little craft idea I saw on TikTok. There's a girl called Marissa Charlotte, I believe her name is, and she does really cute little simple crafts. So I thought one way to get myself into the Christmas spirit would be to do some crafts. So I'm gonna put Marissa's like at right somewhere around here, and you can go check out her page because this is where I got this idea from. All you're gonna need for this craft, I believe, are 3 things, which would be hot glue, ribbon, and like cotton wool buds. And I'm just gonna make some cutesy little handmade snowflakes. I thought this would also be like if you had younger kids, like, you know, you could do the hot glue part, but then they can do the rest, or you might even be able to do it just some like craft glue, like if you got some PVA glue, but then you'd probably have to wait longer for it to dry and that. So I'm gonna try and remember what she did. It seemed pretty simple, which is kind of the point in her page, which I'm like is lovely because I love crafts, but I'm not always great at them, like I keep saying. So I thought I could give one of her crafts a go because I love simple crafts because it's two of my favorite things, something simple but also crafty. I'm gonna give it a go and see if I can remember what she did. So I believe first things first, she lined 6 little cotton wool buds. So she took a dollop of hot glue. If you're doing this with kids, make sure you do it, not the kids. Make sure, or if you are a kid, make sure you've got an adult with you. And then she just dollops some hot glue. You've got to be pretty quick when it comes to hot glue. And then you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that was quite small, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on the top just for extra security, just because I didn't trust that. And then I just went and checked on the video, and I thought she cut the cotton wool buds, but I noticed she actually didn't. What she did was she got a cotton wool bud and bent it in half and then puts it like that to make little snowflakes. So I'm just gonna put a dollop there and then put that on top. See, this is so fun. I love this. I would spend my entire life doing this if I could. Just simple little crafts you don't need to use your brain for. You can find this really calming and relaxing. So next, you just have to wrap your wool around it. I've definitely put a lot of glue on this now, which is fine. I'm just going to start wrapping around the center, I think I want to do first. I feel like you could get some cute little beads and stuff to go over this as well. I really like this. This is a craft that I really enjoy. Okay, so I finished the first one, and I think it looks quite cute. It has definitely got that homey, crafty feel to it, which is the type of stuff that I love. But I mean, you can kind of do anything you want with that. You could like put it on your wall somewhere. You can hang it up. I think I might hang mine up. Yeah, I reckon that's what I'm gonna do. I think I might hang mine. But I also can't help but giggle because I do think that when you just look at it like that, they look like little people. Like, just, do you know what I mean? I do think that they do look like little cheering people, and it makes me giggle. But I actually think that these are going to be really cute, like hanging from the ceiling. I don't know how long I want to hang mine off the ceiling, which I think I'm gonna need quite a big piece of string. But I'm like, okay, so if I do it like that, just wrap it around a little bit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I want my snowflake facing that way. So I'm going to, this is the back of it. So I'm gonna hot glue a little bit on the back there and then behind our cheering head. That's what I've decided to name it. Should just hang like that, and we have our little snowflake. And then you can just tie a little loop on the end there if you want to hang it like that. I don't know if I'm gonna hang it or tie it or what, but yeah, I've done mine kind of long because I don't know how long I want it, and then I can just trim it when I'm done. I'm just gonna put a little extra hot glue there just because I don't trust myself. So yes, that's super cute. I'm gonna do 3 more, and then I'll be right back with 3. Now we have 4. 4 little snowflakes. So they can go wherever I decide to put them. I think they're really sweet. They're very sweet. Easy little simple craft if you're looking for something this Christmas to keep you busy crafting. I really like them. I think they're really sweet. They took me longer than I thought they were going to take me, for sure. I feel like I was doing them longer than I should have been. It's now darker outside, which is really fun. Great for lighting because it is dark now. But anyway, I've done my cutesy little snowflakes. They are very sweet. I'm very happy with how they turned out. So yeah, we've done our wrapping today. We finish off our gifts today. And we've made some cutesy little snowflakes today. I think that I'm gonna end this vlog here because I have a book to read. I'm currently on Redeeming 6. I'm just a little over halfway and it is so good. I'm really struggling to put it down at the moment. It is so good. It's definitely an emotional roller coaster though. I think my jaw is on the floor every 5 seconds with reading that book. It is really good, but it won't be long until my rest of my family get home from work. So I'm gonna take 5 minutes to sit and read a good book before everyone comes home. And then, yeah, so I think I'm gonna end this vlog here. It's been a very productive, good day. Got the wrapping done, got some presents done, got some crafts done. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this here. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, you can leave a like so I know that this is something that you do enjoy watching, but you are not obligated to by any means. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a lovely day. See you later.